So what do I need to know about homeschooling? That's what this video is all about. So by the end of this video, we're going to answer the question, and I'm going to boost your confidence and let you know that if I can do it, you can do it. Homeschool. What do you need to know about homeschooling? It is a marathon journey. It's not something that you're going to try for a week, and then if it doesn't work, you're going to just give up on it. It's a long-term commitment. If your kids are little, if your kids are in high school, you still have to commit to a big chunk of time to do homeschooling well. You cannot teach your child to read and write and to change the toilet paper roll and to be kind in a day. It's really one of those, like you're walking upstairs and you have 13 stairs to get to the top, to the graduation. You have to take one step at a time. Oh, sure, you can jump 2 or 3 steps at a time. My sons like to see how many stairs they can jump at the same time. But with homeschooling and life, you want to build a solid foundation for your kids, not just in academics, but in life skills and attitude and character. And those things are best learned the same way that you would marinate meat to give it better, richer flavor. Our kids do better if they marinate with us over time, that they fall in love with learning, that they are exposed to a wide variety of opportunities and learning experiences. So the first thing that you need to know about homeschool is that it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of your time, and there's no way around that. You need to recognize that you can't just sit your child at a table with a stack of books and a checklist and say, okay, come find me when you're done. Homeschooling is relationship, it's connection, it's commitment, and it's enjoying. The whole joy of homeschooling is being right there when the light bulbs go off in your kids' brains, when they understand something, when they get something, when they discover something. They're going to want to share it with somebody, and honestly, you're going to want them to share it with you, because that's how you feed this whole journey of lifelong learning and passion-driven learning and homeschooling in general, is that you are excited as your kids learn and that they get to see you excited as you're learning as well. So time and commitment, be all in. This is not a checkbox that you get to check off. It's a conveyor belt of learning that keeps going and going and going until they graduate or until they move out. The next thing that you need to understand or know about your homeschooler is that you now are in the business of studying your child. You want to be an observer, and you are watching for what makes their eyes go really wide with excitement, and what makes their hearts quicken with, oh, I need to know more about that. You need to watch for where they fail and when they fall short, because with that information, you can customize their education. You can see that they're not excelling in the sharing department. So you can orchestrate some practice sessions when everybody's happy to have them practice sharing. You can see that they fell in love with dinosaurs, so you can look for books and movies and videos and art projects and field trips where they can explore and learn more about dinosaurs. You can see what causes them to get frustrated every time their pencil breaks, or they can't hold their pencil correctly, or sitting at a table for too long. And what you do with that information from studying your kids is that you use that to improve their learning experience, to improve on the way that you as the educator, as the teacher, as the parent are coming alongside. I'm shivering because it's chilly outside. That you get to come alongside them and help them be a better student, a better learner. So far we've got, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a huge commitment, and you need to commit to studying your kids. I have 5 kids myself. They're all boys. And each one is so completely and totally uniquely different. What worked for the first one did not work for the second one, certainly didn't work for the third one or the fourth one, and the fifth one broke all the molds. And so as you're studying your kids and you're committing your life and your time to educating them, equipping them to be these amazing future adults, you need to recognize that there's no one size fits all mold for your kids and for your homeschool journey. And you need to be open to learn new things, to try new strategies. If something's not working and you know it's not just because it's a bad day, get rid of it. Throw it out the window or put it on the shelf and push it aside. Be willing to try new things. Be willing to learn yourself. So you're going to commit your time. You're going to commit just everything that you are to educating your kids. You're going to study your kids so that you can see how they tick and you can pitch and adjust things along the way. And you are going to be open to learning. One of the most amazing ways that you can help your kids become lifelong learners is for you to be a lifelong learner yourself. And it's important that your kids see you learning new things, because you can tell them what they should do, but they're watching you. You tell them that reading is important, so you better be sitting there with a book often, like every single day. You tell them that excellent penmanship is important. Well, is yours? Have you taken the time to practice? It's not too late. You can tell them, hey, I can see that this is important, so I'm going to work on my own penmanship. You tell them that attitude is important, but are you whining and complaining about anything? Laundry, dishes, somebody needs to take the dog outside. Why doesn't anybody else make their bed unless they're asked to? So make sure that the things that you want your kids to excel in, that you are modeling that for them, because they're watching you. When you're on a sales call or on a customer service call and it's not going the way that you want to, are you screaming at the person at the other end of the line? Or are you maintaining self-control and telling them that you're frustrated and that you're trying to be patient? See, homeschooling is so much more than page 47 of a math book. It's so much more than which curriculum should I choose? What is curriculum anyway? It's so much more than did we get an A? Did we get a B? Did we fail? Homeschooling is about life. It's about everything. And what you need to know about homeschooling is that it's not that hard. It's just everything. It's how we do dishes. It's how we drive down the street. It's what we do when we're bored. It's how we occupy our time. It's what are the things that we're putting into our hearts and minds? How do we treat people around us? The people closest to us, the people just next door, and the strangers down the street. So what do you need to know about homeschooling? You can do it. If you invest your time, if you invest your heart, and you commit yourself. Woo, something just banged in the neighborhood. It sounded like, I don't know if you guys could hear it. It sounded like a big old backfire. But you can do this. Just invest your life without, you don't have to let all your blood drain out of your body or anything, but you're going to invest your life, bringing your kids along with you. If you're brand new or you haven't started, this can sound extremely overwhelming. And you might not even like your kids, or your kids might not like you. And so the very first things that you're going to need to focus on are building relationships with your kids. And that's okay. You need to know that that's way more important than whether or not they know how to reduce fractions or how to write an excellent sentence or when was the American Revolution. None of that stuff really matters more than, do you have your kids' hearts? Are you able to get along? Can you work together? Do they have good attitudes? These things trump all of the academics. So that's it. What do you need to know about homeschooling? You can do it. Commit your time, commit your life, study your kids, and be open to learn yourself. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.